Well, hello everybody. Here we are. This is the Audrey that I talked to you about, remember? The one that the client selected at the last minute. I'm going to be working on all the little details. This is the Harper's Bazaar 1957 page that I picked to be the inspiration for the whole thing, but I didn't want it that palm tree looking feather kind of thing, so I went ahead and did my own creation. Took a little bit of creative well, not a little bit. I mean, she went all out. Look at that. The roses were a good addition to the composition. And I love this no mask. I love these faces. And of course, here she is. From another 1957 image. This made the cover of Harper's Bazaar by Audrey. So tonight is Audrey Hepburn night. And I'm going to, let me see over here. I don't know if you guys know this little trick that I do, but to open the eyelid, somewhat, I always, even if it doesn't have it, even if it's not in the picture, I always get a bit of a dark crease. Remember that I used to call it crack? I darkened the crack. So, and by darkening the crease of the eyelid, what this, the effect that it creates, it sets the eye. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. As of being a lighter effect, it sets the eye in the face. It sets it right in. And then once I got that feature established, I just go ahead and blend. And give it the dimension. And of course, I pick, let's say, what brush could I pick? I like this one. Once I have my my crease set up, I move in and begin to arch and round up that area. See, I begin to round it up. Always remembering that you have to come back to your image. You have to come back to your image, and you have to always check it and be aware of what you're doing. As far as the face goes, you have to, because if you begin to ignore little details here and there, what happens is that after a while she loses lightness, because every little bit of shadow and light and everything that's on that face, I mean, you can get the face and make it your own thing, but you have to remember the light and the shadows, etc. And you have to keep in check of that, otherwise she loses faithfulness, and we don't want that at all. We want her to look like Audrey. very much so. There. This area here, the area of where the forehead meets the nose and the eyes, that's a delicate area. At least to me, it's challenging to me. That area always gives me a little bit of trouble because sometimes I get a little carried away and make it a little darker than it should be. And then that works. And another trick that I have for you guys is, let me get a pencil so I can pinpoint the iris of the eye. You see that here is smaller. Let me brush that away first. I don't like the dust on her face. In the photo, it's smaller, but in the drawing, I make it larger. And the reason why I enlarge it is because when you look at it, it stares back at you with more intensity. Are you following me? I make what is the iris of the eye larger than it should be, and I do that in all my eyes, because what it does, like I said, it gives a more intense look. It's like she's really staring back at you, and that's what I do. I enlarge it, and it's very simple. I remember to keep in mind the speck of highlights from the flash and work my way around it, making it as dark as I can, which usually I use a number 8 or a number 9 for that. So remember, we have the creasing, we have the blending, the bridge, the center of the eye, and now I am going to go ahead. Let me see. What's a good brush for this? Oh, yes, we do. I am going to get some of the highlighter lifter, and I'm going to give the eye a bit more liquidy feel. And by lifting some of that graphite, is going to open the eye. See the difference? It opens it up. And again, clean away. And then we're going to come down to this area, which is the lower lid, and blend away some of that darkness in there, to which we will come back We will come back to it. And then do whatever little nook and cranny is in there, and then set the eyelashes in place and little highlights here and there. And then we're going to go to the top and we're going to set the main highlight where it's going to go. And again, all these little details that I do will open the eye for us. It will give it a bit of a more whimsical look to her eye. Starry and pretty. There. So, here she is, on her way. I have to finish it by Monday and then continue my work on the Maryland. I don't know if everybody has a different method of working, but I think that I work better under pressure than not, because I know there's no way out. You see, I know there's no way out of this one. I know there's no way out. She got to go and she's got to be finished. And if there is something that I must make a point on telling you guys, when a customer is expecting the work and you say by that time, if you can help it, you might as well go ahead and keep your word, because clients, it's a serious business where you're dealing with money and customers and artworks. It's serious business, and your word is very important, and the quality of your work is even more important still, because sometimes you can be a little late, but if you deliver the goods, the client will always say, well, you know what, it was worth the wait. But try not to make the client wait, because it just doesn't look professional, and you will get more respect from your client if you keep your business straight. The feathers, I block them in place, and before I do anything else to them, I will blend the surface and prepare it for all the shading that's to follow. But you have to get the surface of the board primed for the work that's going to follow. There's going to be a lot of black coming into place. And again, remember what I said to you always, you don't want to pick too much information, too much product, and slop it into place, and then you're going to have a harder time distributing it. And again, I'm going to tell you, I thank you very much for all your emails and all your messages. And I'm glad that you are enjoying these tutorials. I enjoy making them for you. And I know that about your words to me, that you're enjoying them as well. So that's a win-win situation right there. See? On Monday coming up, I have a meeting regarding the highlighter and the graphite blend. And pretty soon after that meeting, I will be able to tell you guys when it's coming, when it's going to be available. And I'm going to set up a credit card feature that it will be like a cart. You can go in and buy the set, and it will be like you will go straight to checkout, and all the information that you need will be there available for you. So I'm going to go ahead as well and continue keeping track of the progress on Audrey, and going to bring you tutorials here and there, because I really enjoy this side of the business. I enjoy sharing my work with all of you and passing along my tips. I don't believe in keeping secrets. Everything that I've learned, I taught myself. It's very unorthodox. I mean, people that draw and paint and things like that, everybody has a different method. But for the majority, artists and people in general respond to my work. They want to know how it's made, they want to learn. And that only means that I'm doing something right. That's the way I see it. I'm doing something right. When people are interested in what you do, when people take the time to approach you and to write to you and to ask questions, and all that is a good feedback. That means that what you are doing is a service that people want. See how pretty that is already? So I keep those little things in check. So I'm going to have a break and sit down and continue working, and I will do another tutorial soon. So for now, I want to say thank you very much, and I'll stay tuned. Bye bye.